Hello there everybody, this is more Oblivion13 here, and welcome back to another personality test. And for today, I decided to do another personality test because the last personality test is something that I did on the top of my mind, and that is that I was going to make a personality test based on food, so then people would eat me because that my personality is like pizza. I have the personality of Doritos, I have a personality of beer, and I have a personality of a donut. And so, I was like, why not go ahead and do another personality test, because it seems, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe you all liked when I try to make a meal out of my personality. So, for right now, we're going to be normal this time, and we're going to try to be the best personality ever. And right now, this thing says takes less than 12 minutes. And it says answer honestly, even if you don't like the answer. Okay, I'm going to answer honestly. And try not to leave any neutral answers, which is right over here in the middle. You don't really want to do that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see here. Let's go for the first question. Okay, and it says, you find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. Well, in a lot of my videos, I normally have to say who I am and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to say yes. No, I disagree. Because I have to introduce myself in every one of my videos. And just in case there are people who are new to the channel. Okay, so I had to say disagree. Okay, you often get so lost in thoughts that you would ignore or forget your surroundings. Well, sometimes that happens to me, especially knowing that I have so many ideas in my mind that I might be misplacing other thoughts within another thought, and that gets in the way of my video game commentary because the people would think I'm dumb. Let's see here. Or forget my surroundings. Sometimes I do get lost in my surroundings because of I'm totally focused on making videos and doing the editing and stuff like that. And I'm gonna have to say in the middle. Okay, you try to respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. Well, I have a very messy inbox, and trust me, I do not respond to much people lately, which I should start probably doing. And maybe I'll do that as a separate video series where I would respond to people's emails. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to say I disagree because I have a messy inbox. And that the only things that I got in my inbox is mostly just coupons for restaurants, people, and then other stores are saying they have a clearance sale here or there, so practically none of my friends actually gave me an email for me to answer from, so I'm gonna have to say disagree. You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused even when under some pressure. Well, that might be difficult for me because due to I have problems in here, which I'm still working on. It's just when I was working at McDonald's, I was the drive-thru person, so I literally had to do two different things at the same time. Like, I had to take the customer's order, and I had to get the customer's total and change and stuff like that, which would make me not have undivided attention to the customer in case the customer has problems and stuff like that when it comes to their order, which happens sometimes. And then also after I gave them their change and make sure everything's okay, I had to answer the next customer. And then my manager told me, saying, "Hey Moro, please don't say hello. I'll be right with you." And something from there. So I guess it'll depend on the circumstances of the situation. So I'm gonna have to go with the middle one. Okay, you usually initiate conversations. Well, I mean, you do not usually initiate conversations. Well, meaning that I am the one who starts the conversation. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one because sometimes I do like to initiate the conversations, especially if I'm in an awkward situation where I am in a group of people and I don't know what to say and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna have to perhaps disagree on that because sometimes I do like. Matter of fact, I want to go for the middle one because sometimes I like to initiate the conversation because I'm random. Okay, you rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. Totally agree. Like if there is a picture editing experiment or editing experiment that I'm curious on how to learn and stuff like that, especially when learning about making pitched voices and stuff like that when I'm editing, which was totally awesome because I did in fact use voice pitch editing in a video that I made about voice comments. It was actually a joke. And that video had only one dislike, but 4 likes, which is totally awesome. Okay. You feel superior to other people? Hell no. Sometimes I feel like that, but most of the time I do not, because I'm trying my best to treat everybody as an equal, so if I were to feel superior to other people, then that would be very bad, in my opinion. Okay, being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. Now that I do agree. You all should see my binder that I had when I was in high school. It was a total mess. So yeah, wait a minute, being organized, no. There. You all should definitely see my binder when I was in high school. It was a total mess, and also, I do love to adapt to situations. Like MacGyver and stuff like that. Which MacGyver's awesome. Okay, let's see. Usually highly motivated and energetic. Hell yeah, I gotta be when I am making videos. Okay. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Well, knowing that if I do have a conversation with people and that people may disagree with my opinions, then that might be able to upset me, but it wouldn't matter because that's how humans are. We talk to each other, we have conversations, and then conversations will go into political debates sometimes. Well, for my opinion anyway. Let's see here. I would love to say agree because I try my best to make sure that I don't upset people, but at the same time, I try my best to have an honest conversation with them. Okay. You ought to feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. Well, meaning that, does that mean like that I have to be like other people, try to be normal and stuff like that, which is something that is impossible for me to do because I'm not normal. I disagree. I'm crazy. And that's all I love it. Alright. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. Well, normally when I have to make videos, I would have to be tidy. Well, my room's a little messy right now, which I should possibly clean up a little bit later on today. So I'm gonna have to say, yes, it is quite tidy. Because I am going to clean it up later on today. Okay. You do not mind being at the center of attention. Hell no. Being the center of attention really stinks sometimes because you're the one who's going to be making the conversations and how to break the ice in case there is a problem in the party. You know. And also your favorite political party too. Let's see here. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Frick, no, I am more creative. Okay, people can rarely upset you. Well, I do have a lot of comments regarding my voice. Some of them are funny, and some of them may hurt me a little bit, but I try my best to make sure that it doesn't hurt me that much. So, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, they rarely upset me. Because I'm just so used to those voice comments. Okay. And your travel plans are usually well thought out. Well... Yeah, I could say that it's usually planned out because especially if you gotta go to places like New York and stuff like that, then you definitely gotta need to know where to go so you don't end up being in a bad situation and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe someday I would love to go ahead and visit some subscribers, but then I am going to need plane tickets because I know some of my subscribers live in London. So I guess that's the first place I would love to go in order for me to have travel plans and stuff like that. Okay. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Not really, because sometimes there is a lot of times where people tell me about their feelings and stuff like that, and then once me and that person get into a conversation about how they feel, then yeah, I can definitely understand them then. So yeah, I can possibly relate to the people's feelings even if we don't have a conversation because I seen a lot of people's feelings when I was out traveling and stuff like that. Okay, your mood can change very quickly. Frick no, because my mood is never changing. It is like the same. I am a robot. Alright. And a discussion in truth should be more important to people's sensitivities. Yes, truth is definitely a must because it's like if you have a friend and there is something that you do not like that what your friend is doing, then you're going to need to tell your friend, even if it hurts, because truth matters in friendship than having your friend's sensitivities, because your friend could be, your friend could have his or her feelings hurt, but as time goes on, the time heals all wounds. So the friend will be very happy knowing that you told the truth, though. So, yeah. And you rarely worry about your actions that affect other people. Well, knowing that my actions are not bad, well, a lot of my actions are stupid because they have to be. Because I have to be making videos. Let's see here. Which I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just, I love being stupid. Let's see here. But I really do try my best to make sure that it doesn't affect, that my actions does not affect other people, especially when it comes to making videos. Because then if my friends decided to make videos with me and stuff like that, and then from there, then we might get into fights and stuff like that, which is natural, especially when it's bromance and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to say, yes, rarely worry about your actions affecting other people. Okay, your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to a methodical and organized approach. Freak yeah, it is. There we go, because my energy is random. And I am going to be like a power generator. That energy spikes will just explode with energy when it comes to making videos. So yeah. I'm going to do that one. Okay. You're often envious of others. Oh, hell yeah, that is indeed true. Because is that a lot of my friends don't have things in here that they need to worry about. And also is that they get to go ahead and have all sorts of fun while man, what was it again? See what I mean? Lost in thought. Okay, sometimes I have these friends who loves to have fun, and I love to have fun with them, but then once I try to have fun with them, I do not understand why they have that kind of fun. Because that's how my brain works. But, yeah, I'm often envious of others, because knowing that they are normal. Alright. Okay, and an interesting book or a video game is often better than a social event. Well, I don't use social media that much. Social event, could that be like a rock concert or something like that? I am not exactly sure. But an interesting book or video game is often better. Hell yeah, it is. I'm not sure what it means by a social event. Maybe y'all can go ahead and tell me down in the comment section below because I am definitely darn stupid. Okay. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important of every project. Hell yeah, because especially when it comes to making videos, you need to have a plan on how to make a video. Like what would you want it to be done? Like in my case, sometimes there's a whole lot of quests in Arc Zone Adventures where it's going to be a lot of gather this, gather that, kill this, kill that kind of quests. So I had to make sure that there isn't too much of those, so I had to do some quests in the background in order to make sure that doesn't happen as much often as it once was. I'm not sure if people like that or dislike that. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe y'all can go ahead and tell me down in the comment section below. Okay, you rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Freak yeah, because sometimes when I'm making videos, I end up getting carried away, especially when I have ideas about what segments to do voice pitching in and what segments to do auto-tuning and stuff like that, which I'm trying to figure out about doing auto-tuning, which it seems is that auto-tuning is indeed involving singing, and I don't have a good singing voice. Alright. But anyways, I do have many ideas in my mind that I could fantasize about them, even if I'm working. Like, there's a few times at McDonald's where I am serving customers, and I got these ideas in my head while serving customers about what kind of ideas that I want to put into the video. So yeah, I do get carried away every now and then on fantasies and ideas. Okay, you often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. Freak yeah, the beauty of nature is all around us. So that's definitely an awesome feeling to have. Like, you could be inspired by nature to create videos about nature or gaming things on nature, or maybe making vlogs on nature. Who knows? Maybe you'll have a vlog someday about a nature walk. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, if someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. Sometimes I feel like that, but normally I would understand that sometimes my friends could be very busy. So I'm gonna have to disagree on that. Okay, as a parent, would you rather see your child grow up kind and smart? Hell yeah. Because I want my child to learn that they are more fortunate than others, that they need to be kind to other people. Well, okay, scratch that. Sorry, everybody. Okay, let's see. I would love to have my child grow up kind and smart because an education is a must in order for you to get a job. And also, being smart would allow you to have more engaging conversations with your fellow human beings. And also, being kind, which means that you are nice to people and that you can understand that you are more fortunate than others, so you need to be kind to those who are less fortunate, or having engaging conversations that, oh well, darn thoughts in my head, so scratch that question. But anyways, I would love to have my kid kind of smart either way. Okay, you do not let other people influence your actions. Oh man, if I should say that to any politician. Oh man, I'm definitely going to be in trouble for these political jokes. Because that politicians are bought off by the big corporations. Because you can see in Real Clear Politics where, or was it Real Clear Politics? Real Clear Politics or something like that, where you can actually see the politicians' money being into their campaign. And there's a lot of them in multiple industries. Like, health insurance is paying a lot of politicians to fight against the single-payer system, which is a public option. So you can still have your private insurance if you still like it, but a lot of people would love to have a public option in order to compete with the insurance industry. And also that's how we get into the situations these days about like things from the Flint water crisis and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to say that I do not let other people, especially big corporations, get in the way of my creativity. Okay, your dreams tend to focus on real world and its events. Somewhat like that. Because I do dream that I am going to make the biggest and most awesomest video about politics ever. Alright. It does not take you so much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. Let's see here. When I was working at McDonald's, I tried to engage in social activities like Secret Santa or Customer Appreciation Day or Employee Appreciation Day. I do tend to get involved in that because I try my best to be involved in the workplace. Because if we all do not come together at some point, then we all would be like this and be separated and stuff like that, and the workplace will not be as efficient as it is. So I'm gonna stay in the middle of disagreeing. You are a more natural improviser than a careful planner. Freak yeah, I'm like MacGyver. Normally I have to improvise on what I do in the video in order to try to avoid an awkward situation. Your emotions control you more than you can control them. Hell no. I am my own guy. Like, I'm like Mr. Spock. That I don't have emotions. But sometimes I do. Let's see here. But I do love Mr. Spock. Rest in peace, Mr. Spock. Let's see here. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress-up or role-play activities. Well, I would love the cosplay. Trust me, I would go down to London and dress up as Cloud Strife in order to scare awesome subscribers. Or people would say, dude, that is cool. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go to one of those at some point. Let's see here. You ought to spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Hell yeah. I love seeing and doing new ideas. Would you rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan? Freak yeah. I love to improvise. I watch MacGyver all the time and he improvises on stuff. And also is that improvising is a lot more fun. Okay, you're a relatively reversed and quiet person. Yeah, I'm mostly like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Because I'm not sure how to make a conversation. And also, reserved, which I'm not so sure what that means, because if I do understand reserved, is that in a restaurant there is actually a place called a reserved table. So that means keep it to yourself? In the middle. If you had a business, you would find it difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. Oh man, that's gonna be a tough one. It's like, if I have a very loyal employee that would not stab me in the back or try to steal my stuff in order to sell it to a competitor and stuff like that, but then also that the employee is underperforming. Which means, I definitely find it difficult. Especially when the boss, it's like when management and employee come together to make the workplace work. So yeah, I find it definitely difficult to fire the loyal but underperforming employees. I definitely find that difficult. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. Sometimes, because it's like saying, why are we here? how do we become where we are today? It is mankind's dream is to go into space and to explore the unknown. Who knows? Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. Well, normally, sometimes when I make decisions, I do not go by in here. I'll mostly go by gut feeling, especially if I'm cooking something. Because if you're going to be a chef someday, then you're going to need to experiment with different kinds of ingredients. So, you're going to have to... I'm going to have to say somewhat, because that sometimes I do go by in here, but sometimes I go by in here. Keeping your option open is more important than having a to-do list. A to-do list would having a to-do list would definitely keep me organized, especially if I'm doing a Minecraft series that I'm not sure what to do first. And keeping my options open. Well, somewhat. Because it's like, if I have options in how I want to make a to-do list, then yeah. Which is totally awesome. And let's see here, if your friend is sad about something, you are most likely to offer emotional support, then suggest ways to deal with their problems. Yes, I would love to be that kind of person who would give a person emotional support, and then once the person calmed down, we'll be able to have a sit down and chat about how to deal with the problem. You feel really insecure? Hell no. When I'm making videos, I gotta make sure that I'm not insecure. But also, I'm not insecure at all. Because who in the world would feel insecure? Well, I can understand there's a whole lot of people out there that might be insecure, which is totally cool with me, but at the same time, might not be that much of a good idea if you're in a relationship, that is. What do you all think? Please tell me down in the comment section below. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Well, normally I have to be like that in order for me to get videos done. Like I have to wake up early in the morning, do some video recording, and then do the editing and stuff like that. So, yeah, that would definitely help me out to have a personal timetable in order for me to make videos. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Hell no. If everybody is not on the same page, or at least trying to be on the same page, then the workplace will be disorganized, and then then the whole workplace will be inefficient, and stuff like that, which is not good. So, you need to be cooperative to your teammates in order to be successful. Darn fly. Okay. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they are supported by facts or not? Well, I do respect everybody's views. Oh, but this one here is a tough one, because I do like it when... I do love it when people's views are supported by facts, because then I might be able to agree or disagree more, or maybe come to a compromise. But if it's something like bullcrapping, then that will be fun. That will be funny though. So I'm not just saying in the middle, because especially when it comes to making video commentary, that you have to be funny in some parts. So you gotta be like bullcrapping in some points, but actually making it facts in another point. So, yeah. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. Well, in collaborations, I do feel more energetic about collaborating with people when it comes to making videos and stuff like that, and also going out there and trying to have a conversation. So, and possibly I will be more energetic after spending time with some people. You frequently misplace your things. Definitely like that, because as you all can see from right here in my room, you all might not be able to see it, but I misplaced a whole lot of things in my room because it is pretty messy. So yeah, gonna have to clean it up later on today. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. Frank, yeah, as I did say before, I'm like Mr. Spock. Let's see here. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Hell yeah, because when it comes to making videos and stuff like that, you need to experiment with ideas in your video editing in order to make it more funny or to make sad moments and just go out there and making the best video content you can possibly do for your viewers. Let's see here. You would not call yourself a dreamer. Let's see here. Is it a dreamer meaning a political dreamer? Or a dreamer meaning, I forgot. But you know what I mean. Let's see here. Well, dreamers would definitely be a place, like my dream is to maybe be a YouTuber at some point, but if I were to have a secondary dream, then I would definitely be a video game designer. I mean, a graphics designer. And stuff like that. That way I can help people out in the video game industry with their graphics and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to say I disagree. I'm a dreamer. Okay, you usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Oh man, I did have a lot of I remember I remember my very first videos that I did with using a webcam or a face cam, whatever I want to be called. I was a nervous wreck that I was not used to talking over here, because that if I were to upload a video, and then people would get the idea that that my voice is messed up, my voice is squeaky, my voice is, I get a whole lot of voice comments. So yeah, I get nervous when it comes to things like that sometimes, but now I got used to it though. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience and your imagination. Frick no. Because my imagination is definitely very important for me to make videos with. Because that's how you become creative. You worry too much about what other people think. Frick no. I could be crazy. I could go ahead and, oh wait a minute, this one over here. This one, there we go. Okay, man, I'm almost done. Holy crap, this is 32 minutes into the video. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. Well, let's see here. If there was a whole crowded room of people, that if I was in the center, I would be squished like no tomorrow. So, I am gonna have to say yeah. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. Sometimes I procrastinate because sometimes the video making, especially when it comes to doing new experiments and stuff like that, you feel very anxious in stressful situations. Anxious. Maybe. Because I'm sometimes anxious in stressful situations because, as I did say before, is that I was in a drive-thru in McDonald's and that I had to take the customer's order and take the customer's change at the same time. So yeah, I could be like this at any moment. Let's see. You believe that it's more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Frank, yeah, because what's the point of being powerful when people are going to hate you? You always have been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things. Example, in books, arts, and movies. I mean, I watch a lot of movies. And I do read a good amount of books, and I do like some art. So, yeah. I love those things. Okay, often take initiative in social situations. Nah. And what kind of results do I have? Okay, so I am a dreamer. Oh, I mean, your personality type is a mediator. Okay, and it says here the traits determine how we interact with our environment. I am introverted. What the frick does that mean? This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. I am intuitive. Freak yeah. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. I am a very feeling person. Hell yeah, I am. The trait reflects our approach to work planning and make decision making. I am prospecting, which is awesome because that's exactly how it is, because if you're going to be making videos, then you're going to need to do a whole lot of experiments. So sometimes you gotta rely on gut feeling rather than using this, in my opinion, that way. And I am, let's see, the trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I am assertive. Freak yeah. Now that we gotta start reading. Let's see here. Well, okay, I want to learn about the weaknesses. Mediator's ability with language does not stop with their native tongue. Their gift for communication also lends itself well to the mediator's desire for harmony. Recurring theme with diplomats and helps them move forward as they find their calling. Listen to many people but talk to few. Oh, look at this. Mediators that I know is William Shakespeare, J.R. Tolkien. I play a lot of Lord of the Rings online, so I guess that would make sense. Yeah, Bjork. Oh, Johnny Depp. And Julia Roberts. Okay, idealistic. Mediators, friends, and loved ones come to admire, depend upon them, blah blah blah. Yay. Okay, I really didn't want to read all that, I'm sorry. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Okay, well anyways, it looks like this. Man, I had a lot of fun doing this personality test. And I'm hoping that you all did too. Maybe you all would love to do the personality test to see if you all are better than me when it comes to personalities. Because I suck. But anyways, hopefully you all have a nice day, and I'll see you again next time. Take care of yourselves, everybody.
He was better off without you. He has abandoned you, Ivan.
Oh, trolling!
Gone? Nah. If he has, then good riddance. The tub of lard only ever tied me down anyway.
So tell me.
I told you. I don't know. And what's more...
You're a disgusting creature.
White gold, sweet lips. Mammoth ivory. This old crazy was obliging enough to show me the way. And now riches and glory are all mine.
Listen, Ivan. The ivory doesn't interest me. All I want is to find Hans. Let me go.
No way, my little rosy bud. You'd shoot me in the back first chance.
And do you want to tell me why you're sitting around here?
You're